What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and we are down here today to talk about some hot topics, some trending topics. Now, I will tell you guys that there is going to be a trending topics video that's going to come out. I don't know when I'm going to film this one. I might film this one tomorrow, which is going to be Friday. You guys might get that. I think you guys are going to get 3 videos from me on Friday, right? So you guys are going to get hot topics from me. I'm still in the process of editing my my Vegas trip. The thing with the Vegas trip is, I don't know if I just might not monetize that video. I don't know. Because the issue with that video is the fact that when we were walking around Vegas, they have in our hotel, they play a lot of music around that area. So even in the strip, they play regular music. So I don't want anybody coming at me with a copyright claim, right? So I got to figure out I got to either isolate the songs, or I got to put something over the song so that way you guys don't hear it. So it's going to be interesting for me. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that Vegas trip. I don't know if I'm going to monetize that shit or if I'm just not going to monetize it at all. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. But so yeah, I'll probably end up doing, like I said, the week's hottest topics. You guys can expect that. Vegas trip, I'm working on that one. I'll see I'll see how I feel tonight. I'm going to be editing. It's still on my laptop. I just got to go back. I just got to really just work with it and figure out what to do with those songs. Because I know like one song, I know it, even when we went, because our hotel was right by the Wax Museum. So you'll see us going up an escalator and come down. And when we came down the escalator, 50 Cent, one of 50 Cent songs was playing. I'm like, I'm not going to pay 50 nothing. I'm not paying him or anybody for that song, right? So we got that. Then the restaurants we went to, it's just a lot of music, right? But yeah, this is hot topics. And that's what I was saying. I get sidetracked a lot. So yeah, you guys will get hot topics. Once again, like I said, I'm going to try to get the Vegas video up for you guys. And then we're going to do the trending topics. And I'm noticing that my trending topics are centered around housewives. But I'm going to do that differently going forward. Trending topics. So when it comes down to the hot topics, if I have anything that's a story that I don't, it's not that big of a story, then what we'll do is we'll just put that into the trending topics video. So trending topics this week we'll be talking about Mary Cosby of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So then, with that all out the way, these are going to be the hot topics for the week of August the 1st through August the 6th. And without further ado, you guys, let's talk about the hot topics. But before we do that, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on my channel and are not already subscribed to the channel, then I'm going to need you guys to do me a big solid favor and hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the like button. Hit all the buttons. Light it up. Light it up. Light it up. Light it up. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about what's trending and what's hot this week. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot. All right, you guys. So the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to extend a rest in peace, right? So it came out this week that if you guys are not familiar with Charmaine Bay from Black Ink Crew Chicago, well, I just told you. She's from Black Ink Crew Chicago. So her dad passed away this week. I believe he had cancer. Now I don't know what cancer he had, but he had a cancer and he passed away this week. And when I saw that, immediately, like, my heart dropped, because I thought about the fact, I'm like, damn, her mom has only been gone, maybe 2 years at this point? Because I think Charmaine's mom passed away before coronavirus even came around. And that was just last year, 2020. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe Charmaine's mom may have passed away in 2018 or 2019, one of the two. But she hasn't been gone entirely that long, right? So yeah, her mom hasn't been gone entirely long. I was like, man, because her mom died. However old her daughter is, her mom passed away when she was pregnant. So now her father is gone. Like, that's crazy. I can't imagine. Well, actually, yes, I can. I know what she's going through. I know those feelings. I know exactly what she's going through. Well, I don't know exactly what she's going through because, with my situation, with my mom and my grandmother, my mom passed away 4 years after my grandmother. So I had a little bit of time with my mom. But I mean, it still hurts nonetheless, right? But damn, both of her parents are gone. Both of her parents. So my heart felt, my heart, I'm wishing, damn, like I don't even know what words I can't even express in words. My deepest condolences go out to her. That's the one thing I can't say. My deepest condolences to you, Charmaine. I hope that you, hug your husband. I'm not talking to you. Damn. My deepest condolences to you. Keep your husband and your kid, just hug on them and love on them, right? And, with God, you'll definitely get through this. But I know it's difficult. And I just pray, I pray for you and I pray for, your family. So with that out the way, you guys, let's go ahead and move on, right? All right, you guys, next up, let's discuss Andrew Cuomo, right? So we all know the legal issues that Andrew Cuomo has been facing, right? The allegations of sexual misconduct, being inappropriate with his staff that are women. And you guys know that I've actually talked about this before. I talked about this, and at that time when I talked about it, I was like, I'm going to wait for the investigation to come through, right? I wasn't going to say he was guilty. I wasn't going to say he was innocent. But I've always remained the same with the stance that although I wanted an investigation to come out, I believe the women. Like, I'm going to believe the women, right? So this week, but and also it's interesting when you look at the parallels, right? You look at the likes of Fox News and you look at the likes of CNN. Now, people were coming at Chris Cuomo about the fact that he never spoke on his brother, but that is his family. Like, I actually defending Chris, right? I didn't think Chris should have spoke on it. That's his brother. What do y'all want him to say? Even if he were to say something, I would hope he would say something like, that's my brother. We definitely had conversations. I love my brother, dearly, and let's just wait for the investigation to come. Let's wait for, everything to come, come through with the investigation. And once the investigation comes out, then he can make a comment. Which I don't know if he's made a comment yet, right? But the interesting parallel is with the likes of Fox News, right? Fox News has basically ridiculed and criticized and basically, judged and convicted him of this. But when you think about the likes of Fox News, they won't do the same thing when it comes to who and all the women and the 20 plus women that have accused him of rape, rape and all that kind of shit, right? They won't do that, and then they won't even say anything about Matt Gaetz. And that's what, like, I was at the gym yesterday, right? And on the TV, the gyms that I go to Planet Fitness, right? So I will say the good thing about this one, as opposed to my home gym, I actually kind of hate going to my home gym because my home gym, it literally just sits on Fox News. They don't give you a variety to watch from. But like the gym over here where I'm at now, I'm in Plano, Texas. It's a gym right down the street. They give you a variety. They have it on CNN. They have one TV that's on Fox News. They have one that's on MSNBC and stuff like that. So they'll give you a variety. And even the one that I went to yesterday, which is in Frisco, Texas, they'll still give you a variety. It was on. You have one television station that was on CNN. You have one that's on Fox News. But my home gym, that gym is always on Fox News. And when I'm there at night, I always see the likes of that idiot Tucker Carlson. I just cannot stand to look at that man. He's an idiot. But that's neither here nor there, right? But stop, damn. She's getting on my nerves. I should turn this hoe off, right? Well, actually, she needs to be charged. Don't she? Nah. But so yeah, what was I talking about? See, oh Jesus Christ. And then it pulls my damn hair. What am I talking about? Okay. Yeah. So back to what I'm talking about. What they'll do is, like I said, they had basically judged him, took him to trial and convicted him, but when it's their own, they won't say anything. They're always talking about, the Democrats this, and the left this. It's always the Democrats this, the left that. She's getting on my damn nerves. I didn't say shit to her. But it's the Democrats this, it's the left that, and all that kind of stuff, right? So I think it was Tuesday where I was watching. What was I watching? I think it was ABC's What You Need to Know. It comes on at noon here. It comes on at noon with Amy Robach as the host. Amy Robach with TJ Holmes and Dr. Jen Ashton. So they're on there. So it was a breaking news alert that came through. So it's come out that through the investigations they have found that Andrew Cuomo is guilty. They've uncovered, information that he did, do what he was said to have done, the sexual misconduct with the women. And they're asking for him to resign or be impeached. I feel like Cuomo's gonna have to be impeached, right? Because Cuomo is still, saying that he's innocent. I'm like, how? And I think that's the one thing I will say about the Democrats, right? You can say whatever you want about the Democrats, but the thing is, with this, even Joe Biden has come out and said that he needs to step down, which I agree with that. With this stuff coming out, it's time for you to step down. Like, don't sit here and just be like, oh, I don't even know what I mean. How are you refuting it? If they did a thorough investigation, how are you refuting it, right? But nonetheless, he's refuting it. It's just time for him to step down. And like I said, it's a stark parallel, because you guys know for the last 4 years that the Republicans, they never once held who accountable for anything, especially when it came to the likes of the women that accused him of his stuff. I mean, he would talk about the women's appearances. And let me tell you something. A vagina doesn't have a face. So a man is going to, I don't care what anybody say. You can say, oh, they're ugly. Like, why would you think that he would sleep with them? Because they have a vagina. He'll stick, oh God. Jesus Christ. Ugh, I almost threw up thinking about that, right? That he would stick his penis in anything. Oh God. Oh. Why would why would anybody want to sleep with that cretin? All right, that's nasty. I just repulsed myself. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Andrew Cuomo. Do you guys think he should step down and resign? I'm still trying to figure out, what is he refuting at this point? They did an investigation. I'm still confused, but hey, we're gonna move on. I guess we're gonna. Did I turn this off? Nope. All right, you guys. Next up, these two people, I'm irritated and tired of talking about them, right? So, if you guys can't figure it out, yes, I'm talking about Lil Boosie, and I'm talking about DaBaby. So, I'm gonna first start up with Boosie's ignorant ass, right? Like I said in last week's video, I'm starting to believe that Boosie may have been touched or something. Boosie might be wanting to tell people something, because he has way too much. First of all, he got way too much time on his hands, number one. Number two, he has way too much time on his hands to be thinking about and focusing his attention on gay men. Why are you so obsessed, nigga? Like, are you trying to tell us that you undercover? Like, I just don't get it, right? So, his latest rant is in response to the fact that DaBaby has been quote unquote canceled, right? Like I told you guys last week, I'm not part of cancel culture, right? I don't believe in cancel culture. I don't cancel anybody. I don't feel like I can cancel anybody, right? What I can do to a person is, if you're someone that I once supported and you say things that I don't necessarily, that I don't agree with, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna choose to not support you. Like, I just choose not to buy your music, or if you're an actor or whatever, I just choose not to support whatever endeavors you do. I mean, I guess you could say that's cancel culture. That's me canceling somebody, but I don't see it that way. I just see it as, hell, if you don't align with me and my values and my beliefs, then I can no longer support you, right? So I don't believe that that's canceling. I just believe that's me just taking, it's a cause and effect. Basically, that's what I think it is, a cause and effect for me. Like, I used to love Kanye West, right? But you're not gonna find me buying, like, I don't buy Yeezys. Actually, I've never found the appeal of Yeezys. They're actually quite, to be quite honest with you guys, no shade and no offense to anybody who buys Yeezys, but those things are the ugliest fucking shoes I've ever saw in my life, right? But again, like I said, no shade, no tea, no nothing to nobody who buys them. It's just not something that I would necessarily put on my feet, right? So, and it's also like, I used to be a huge Lil Wayne fan. But after his recent support of you know who, it ain't gonna happen. I'm not buying shit to support Wayne. Absolutely not buying shit to support him, right? So, what's happened with the baby is after he doubled down on everything he said at that concert, it took for Elton John, Dua Lipa, Madonna, all of them to come out and say stuff about, in response to what he said, about the gay community and about, people who have HIV and AIDS. And I hated the fact that he was equating HIV and AIDS to just gay people, right? That my gay fans are clean. My gay fans do this. My gay fans do that. As if HIV and AIDS we've already dispelled that myth that it's a gay person's disease. We all know we all know how HIV is transmitted. It's transmitted through blood and through semen, right? So that means a straight man could have HIV, give it to a woman. More straight people have HIV, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I think the statistics is more women, right? I think that's right. You guys don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it is, right? But even still, in this day and age, when he was saying you get them diseases that you die from in 2 to 3 weeks, I was like, what time period is he living in? Is he living in the 80s and the 90s when it was considered a death sentence? If you got it, we're not in that time period anymore. Especially watch the television show Pose. That was when it was a death sentence. Today, people live long, healthy lives. If you take your medication, you could go undetectable. That means where the viral, is so low that it can't be measured on a lab test. Like, he's such an idiot, right? What else? So yeah, he's been dropped from a lot of places. Lollapalooza. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Lollapalooza. I saw them people at Lollapalooza, and I was like, God damn, ain't no way I would have went there. And if I would have went with a mask on. But they weren't social distance. I'm like, oh God, y'all are really acting like this pandemic is over, and it's not, which is really scary to me, right? But yeah, like I said, he's got dropped from that. He got dropped from a lot of things. So then he came out with this apology, but I'm like, this seemed like a PR apology. But even in the apology, he still wasn't really like 100% taking accountability for what he did. He was still blaming it on people. I'm like, dude, that's not an apology. Like I said last week, he could take that apology. He could take all these half-ass apologies that he's giving and literally shove them up his ass. Like, I don't care. Fuck him. Like, forget him. So then Boosie's retarded ass, I shouldn't have said that. Boosie's dumb ass, there's better. Boosie's dumb ass, he in his car on live, I don't know, I guess he was on live, or he recorded himself, one of the two. I don't know. I don't follow Boosie. I don't entertain Boosie. Boosie is a dumbass through and through. Like a man that's gonna go hire a grown ass woman to sleep with your son and your nephew. You're a problem, dude. Nigga, you's the problem. Like, you talking about the fact that they pushing, you can't speak your mind. They trying to push this gay agenda and shit on you. Who's pushing anything on who? Like, I hate when people do that shit. Like, they pushing a gay agenda on people. And then, like, I was on the Shade Room, it was either Shade Room or Baller Alert. And it's like a lot of people in the comments like, facts, agree. And the weird thing about it was black women. It was a lot of black women in those comments that were saying this shit. And I'm like, y'all are ignorant. You're agreeing with this man about that shit. But then when people mention the fact of what he did to his son and his nephew, y'all ain't got nothing to say. Y'all want to make up an excuse for that. How do you make up an excuse for that, right? Like, if his son or nephew are gonna be gay, nigga, they gonna be gay. You can hire as many women to sleep with them as you want. They're still going to be gay at the end of the day. I don't care how you slice it, dice it, flip it, rub it down, or whatever you do. They will still be gay, you ignorant fool. Like, I just can't. Like, I just want to, with the likes of Boosie, especially the likes of that ignorant fucktard, we just need to throw him so far in the trash that he can't come out. Throw him in the trash. Bury that trash. Burn that hole that you buried it in and never speak of it. Like, that's my thing. Why do it's the blogs, right? The blogs give them this attention, right? They're giving him the attention. They giving the likes of T.I. the attention. If he would stop, nobody would pay attention to the asses. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Like, no gay person is trying to impose, like, gay people could say there's a straight agenda, right? Because you see in the media, they always portray, a heterosexual man and a heterosexual woman. But gay people end up still being what? Gay. Like, you can't make someone something that they're not. You cannot turn someone into something that they're not. Like, they always talk about, oh, they're trying to push the gay agenda on us. Oh, they want everybody to be trans. You cannot force someone to do something that they're not. Literally. If a person watches a television show and they see two gay people kissing, they're not going to be like, oh, they want me to be gay. Let me go be gay. That's not how it works. It's called attraction. It's what you're attracted to. Just like y'all attracted to them white women. Like, they could put, like, I'm pretty sure y'all watch so many shows where you see a black male and a black woman together, but y'all still end up going to be with these white women. Were they pushing a black woman on you then? Were they pushing black women on you? Like, the ignorance that I see in some of these comments. That's all I gotta say. I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of talking about those three. Tiffany T.I. I'm tired of talking about him. Actually, what does Kaya call him? T.I. Tiffany the Police Harris is what she. T.I. Tiffany the Police Harris is what she calls him exactly. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of the baby. And I'm tired of Boosie. Go away. Please and thank you. Let's move on. All right, you guys. Next up, I guess the next two thing will be some congratulations, right? One of them. Yeah, well, they're both congratulations. So the first one is congratulations go out to my girl, Rihanna. So Rihanna has officially become a billionaire. I'm like, congratulations to Rihanna. I love me some Rihanna. Man, I really wish I had went on to see the anti-tour. When she came to Dallas, I really wish I went to that tour. I really wish I went to it. So I'll tell you guys some people that I want to see on tour, right? And we'll get back to Rihanna in just a minute. I would love to see Rihanna on tour, but at this point, it's probably never gonna happen at this point. I want to see Rihanna. I want to see Bruno Mars. Oh God! Speaking of Bruno Mars, he's in Vegas this week. Actually, that was last week. No, it was this week. Yeah, he's in Vegas now. Rihanna. I want to see Rihanna, Bruno Mars, and I want to see Carrie Underwood. I saw Beyonce. I saw Usher. Who else have I saw? I saw Beyonce, Usher. I saw Drake. I saw Nicki. I saw Wayne. That was when I was really a big Lil Wayne fan. I saw Wayne. Who else have I saw? Years ago, I saw Cherish. Did I tell you guys that? I told you guys about that. Cherish came. I saw Cherish. I saw Young Jock. Who else have I saw? Who else? I saw a lot of people in concert. I saw a lot. But yeah, definitely for me, I definitely want to see Bruno Mars in concert. I want to see Rihanna in concert. I just want to go to a Rihanna concert just to get a contact high. Oh, that's somebody else I saw. Child, I will never go see him again. My good friend Precious, she suggested that me and our other friend, his name is Ahmed, she suggested that we all go see The Weeknd. Baby, no. When I tell you guys that concert was the most boring shit I've ever saw in my life, I did get a contact high. I'm not gonna lie to you guys about that. I got a contact high, but I also went to sleep. Like, I was sleeping at concert, and I spent good money on that motherfucking ticket. That ticket was over $100. I'm like, damn, I spent $100 for a concert of a person that I don't like. I mean, the Weeknd has music that I listen to, but not like that. I told her because he came here, he was coming here again before COVID, and she wanted to go. I said, "You're gonna go by yourself. I'm not going this time." I'm like, "Yeah, the last time I went to see The Weeknd, I'm like, I had fun with you guys, but as far as him as an entertainer, he didn't do it for me. I was bored. I know his music, but not like that." But back to Rihanna, right? So yeah, Rihanna, she is a billionaire. Congratulations to her. I think it's for all her Savage Fenty stuff that she got. You know, I would love to be a brand ambassador for Fenty. I'd be looking at the website because I want some of her underwear, but they always be sold out. I'm like, damn, they sell out. You know, Fenty sells out just like Ivy Park does. But you guys know I got some Ivy Park stuff, right? Like I got some shorts from Ivy. Actually, that's all I got. All I have are shorts from Ivy Park. I don't have any shirts from Ivy Park. I don't have anything but shorts. I ain't got no shoes. Man, and I really wanted some shoes the last time, right? Shoes. I ain't got no shoes, no socks, no mask, no headband, no nothing. Like, damn, Beyonce, what is it between me and you? I love you. I love you. Girl, you know what? We finna go on a rant about Beyonce, but we're not. Because I could, but this ain't about Beyonce. This is about Rihanna. But yeah, Rihanna, you know, she's a billionaire for Savage Fenty. Congratulations to her on that. It just solidifies to me that, yeah, Rihanna's probably not going to put out any music anytime soon. And she, at this point, she doesn't have to because she has made a big business for herself and she's thriving and she's flourishing. So the music is on the back burner. Doesn't she own her masters at this point too now? Like, man, Rihanna is doing a goddamn thing. Fuck what y'all said about Rihanna. Rihanna is doing the thing. She is making her money. She knows where the money is. And it's unfortunately, really and truly, the money is not with the music. It's really not. But congratulations once again to my girl, Rihanna. Let's move on. All right, you guys. So here's the other congratulations. So congratulations goes out to Monique Hicks, right? So Monique has inked a deal with Eden Mall Productions. I think Eden Mall Shine North America, right? And I don't know where this article comes from, but it says exclusive. Precious and Bessie star Monique is to develop a range of unscripted projects after striking a deal with Eden Mall Shine North America. The deal reunites the actress and comedian with Chris Abrego, now chairman of the Americas, I can't pronounce this one, BANIJAY, and president and CEO, Eden Mall Shine Holdings, and Eden Mall Shine's Holdings, and who cast Monique in VH1's Charm School 15 years ago when he was running 51 Minds. Man, you guys, I remember, man, Charm School was the shit. I remember watching that stuff. Oh, God. It takes me back to my childhood. Remember that my childhood was my teenage years, right? So it's said that Monique will produce shows through Hicks Media. That is a production company that, you know, she set up with her husband and manager, y'all know, Sydney. That's why I said it was kind of a God. I mean, it's a congratulations, right? But Sydney. I always cringe when it comes to Monique and Sydney's relationship. I mean, it works for them, but I just always cringe. And it's really the fact that it's like with Heavenly. when she calls him daddy. I mean, I would get into that if you were in the bedroom, but y'all not in the bedroom. Y'all in public you calling him daddy. Yeah, okay, whatever. To each his own, right? But the plan is to create and produce series for her to host and star in, as well as to produce for other platforms, right? So it says the deal came about after Abrego called the duo during the pandemic to inquire about potential unscripted collaborations, and he was reminded of a conversation they had on Charm School. Doesn't say what the conversation was, but whatever. I'll read this. It's a quote, right? It says, "I'll never forget my first time working with her on Charm School, where she made it very clear that there was a lack of diverse faces behind the camera and that things needed to change," says Abrego. "That was 15 years ago, and Monique has been a champion of equality and representation in our industry ever since." I mean, I guess I'll give her that, right? Because she did want people to boycott Netflix, although nobody boycotted Netflix. But, congratulations to Monique and Sydney. Now, it says on multiple platforms, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be, probably like your probably won't be your Netflix. Might be like your Disney Plus, your Discovery, your Paramount Plus, your HBO Max, stuff like that. So, yeah. Congratulations, like I said, to Monique and Sydney. And now we're going to move over to when I say small talk, it's small talk. But let's move on. All right, you guys, for small talk, the first thing I want to talk about is Alfonso Ribeiro. Let's talk about him real quick, right? So he's in the news because of some comments that he's made about the black community, right? He says that, he feels that the black community doesn't support him because of his white wife. And to that I say, if you feel that the black community doesn't support you because of your white wife, why do you care? You love who you love, right? The thing that I always find fascinating and interesting, right, with black men who date white women, because I have a cousin who does it, right? And I asked him once before. I asked him flat out, like, why do you date white women, right? And he has the same rhetoric that every other black man has that dates white women. I'm like that, and I had to sit down with him, right? Because he says, well, when it comes to black women, they got the attitudes, they got an attitude and all this kind of stuff, and I can't deal with that. So I hit him with the okie doke. I'm like, okay, I get that. So then I'm like, but our big mama, I said, big mama, my mama, your auntie, you love them, right? He said, yeah, I love them. I'm like, those are two black women, aren't they? He said, yeah. I said, they don't have attitudes, do they? He says, no, but they different. What makes them so different? What makes them so different? I think what you are confusing is black women won't put up with the bullshit that you want to put them through. You want to put them through some shit, and they're not going for that, and you don't want to deal with that. You don't want to deal with someone who has an opinion. You want, basically, when it comes, but the funny thing is, the one white girl that he got with that the family loved, we loved her. Her name was Brenda. We loved Brenda because Brenda was good to him. She had her own business. She had a cleaning service, right? She had her own business. I still don't understand what she saw in my cousin. I even asked her that one day. I'm like, girl, what do you see in my cousin? I'm like, I love him to death, but what do you see in this nigga? I'm like, he doesn't have much going for himself. He just got. I'm not gonna put out his business, but I'm like, he ain't got that much going. But she didn't put up with his shit, right? She did not put up with his shit. And he eventually broke up with her because for him, with her, she quote unquote had the attitude that the black women have. I'm like, you didn't want that, but you got it. Hell, even his baby mama, she has attitude. Even she got attitude, and it's so funny. You don't want to put up with it with a black woman, but you put up with it with a white woman, right? But that's neither here nor there. But Alfonso's just saying that he doesn't feel that the black community supports him. Okay, I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna let you have that one. If you feel that the black community doesn't support you, I'm gonna let you have that, right? But why should people? Why should you look to the black community to support your marriage? Is my question, right? You should worry about what your friends, what your family. If your friends and family support your marriage, if they support your marriage, you good. You and your wife, y'all good. That's it, right? Why should you care what the community as a whole think? Just my personal opinions on that, right? Let me know what you guys definitely think about it. And then the last thing I want to talk about is Black China. So allegedly, Black China was hacked, right? So on her Twitter was hacked, and some tweets came out, but it was, you going out the wrong way, lady. How did she not know that she was going out the wrong way when there's a whole stop sign right there? Child, these people can't drive. Where we at? What was I talking about? China. So Black China was. So the tweets were about the fact that Tyga likes trans women, and so does she. I don't know why people feel like they should. Like, I hate when people do that. I've never liked when people try to out other people. That's not your business. That ain't got shit to do with you. I get that you and Tyga was in a relationship with each other. You got a kid together. But that still doesn't give you the right to out him. I don't know where the fuck I've been looking at for the last few minutes. But that doesn't give you the right to do that. I don't agree with that. And, you know, like I said, she said she was hacked, but I don't believe that shit. Because if you were hacked, it would have been more than just one or two tweets, right? They would have went a little bit deeper, right? They would have said shit about you too. But whatever. Let me know what you guys thought about that. And that's going to wrap it up for me with the hot topics this week, you guys. Like I said, I will definitely be doing a trending topic video on Mary Cosby. I'm going to be doing a little bit more research on that to see what's going on with Mary. And then, like I said, you guys can at least expect to see that I'm going to try to get my Vegas video up by the weekend. And that's it, you guys. So let me know what you guys thought about everything, every topic that we've discussed. We do this at the same time, same place, same channel every week, every Friday. And until the next one, you guys, just do me a big favor. Stay safe out there. Please take care of yourselves. Remember to wash your hands and wear a mask. And what else do I want to say to you? Wear a mask or not, whichever one you guys do. Just be safe and be blessed. And until the next one, I'll catch you guys later. Bye, guys. Damn it. Is this off?